North Carolina all the way up to number 8 with 5 losses. Amazing.
Watching Casual Gamer Reed's
Kansas up to
post-game
12.
video for Tennessee and Kentucky this past Saturday night. Had a day or two to rewatch and think about the game. I did the live stream, so I didn't listen much to Billis and the guys calling the game. And so when I did watch it, Billis was very critical of the refs and the way they were calling the game in Kentucky's favor. A lot of Tennessee fans after the game upset with the way Kentucky's calls seem to be slided in their favor. I myself, when I was doing the live stream, I was joking about, the refs and Kentucky cheating and stuff like that. I joke about that every time Tennessee plays a game of any sport. When we get behind, I joke about the refs and the other team cheating. Look, even if the fouls were poorly distributed in that game, which I don't know that they were, it wasn't going to matter. Kentucky just outplayed, out-physicaled, and more importantly, outshot Tennessee in the game. They took Tennessee out of their game. Worst game Tennessee has played all year that I've watched anyway. They were selfish with the ball for a lot of the game, which is very un-Tennessee-like. Look, Kentucky in Rupp Arena is just hard to beat. You go back and look historically, they don't lose in that building very much. Thanks to all the people that showed up to my live stream. I appreciate it very muchly. Even the Kentucky fans that showed up, some of which I've never seen before on here, stayed with me through the whole game, and it was a lot of fun calling the ass whooping. We get them again in 2 weeks, but more importantly, we get Vandy tomorrow night in the Tommy Bowl in a game that we really, really, really must win, because these last, 6 games, I think, down the stretch here. If Tennessee wants to get a 1 seed, they're going to have to win at least 4 of 6 and probably make it to the championship game in the SEC and maybe win it. I don't know. I don't know about all this bracketology crap. That's why I just watch it and wait and see what they say when the tournament comes out. That's the best way to do it. One thing I did not agree with today was Tennessee falling all the way to number 5 in the rankings, although it don't mean jack diddly do unless they use the rankings, which I know they do, to determine how seedings go. I don't know. Should Kentucky be ranked ahead of Tennessee right now with 4 losses and Tennessee only having 2? Tennessee being ahead of them in the SEC, having just lost their first game in the SEC? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Tennessee can take care of business by simply taking care of business, and that starts tomorrow night at home against Vandy. A game that they should really want to come out and show up big time in, because let's be honest, the day after Tennessee got this number 1 ranking, Vandy beat them. I mean, that's just all there is to it. Vandy won that game. Tennessee just found a way to score more points, after getting it into overtime. So here we are, 23-2. 6 games in the conference left. Big game tomorrow. Huge game Saturday with LSU. I can never remember. Yeah, at LSU, who is, on fire right now themselves. The top 3 teams in the SEC are duking it out for number 1 going into the SEC tournament. So, Tennessee, you need to come out tomorrow night and take care of business. Manhandle Vandy like you should and get this thing turned around. And once again, folks, I've been saying all year that Tennessee's first loss would be at Kentucky in the SEC. I was right. Check mark for BBD. I hate being right when it comes to that. I have been saying that I felt like Tennessee needed a loss to kind of rein things back in. I don't know whether or not a team needs a loss or not, but sometimes you need something to rattle your cage, which I'm sure Rick Barnes did today at practice. Anyway, go Vols, screw y'alls. Take note of that number right there if you would like one of the shirts. She'll take care of you. And we'll talk more after the game tomorrow. I don't think I'll be live streaming it. I don't think. I'm not positive yet. I've missed my CR on Tuesday for the last several weeks. Let me see here. Hang on just a second. Let me see what the upcoming schedule looks like on Tuesdays. Let's see. There's Tuesday. There's a Wednesday. Tuesday. 9, I can do that. So, I don't know. If I'm live streaming, you'll know about it. If I'm not, you'll know about it. Go Vols, screw y'alls, and Vandy, we're coming, well, we're staying home, and you're coming to get an ass whooping. Period.